Have you ever been in an English conversation? You said something you thought was perfectly normal, and suddenly everyone is laughing, and you have no idea why. Maybe you told someone you were so hot when you just meant you felt warm, or you said you killed the presentation and your friend looked horrified. Well, if that's ever happened to you, you are not alone. Today, we're going to dive into the funny, sometimes confusing worlds of English expressions and learn how to avoid those awkward moments. In fact, by the end of this, you'll be the one laughing with confidence.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our videos. You're listening to Mr. Englishman. I'm Max, and with me here is the always amazing Lily.
Aw, thanks, Max. And I'm so excited for today's topic. We're talking about funny English conversations, the kind that happen when things get lost in translation.
Exactly. We're not just talking about grammar mistakes. We're talking about those phrases that sound right in your head, but come out completely wrong and hilarious. The goal today is to help you understand why these mix-ups happen and give you the right phrases to use so you can sound more natural and avoid any funny looks.
And we promise it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll share some stories, practice together, and by the end, you'll have some great new expressions to try. Sound good?
Perfect. So let's start with a classic category, literal translations. This is when you directly translate a phrase from your native language into English, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. Lily, do you have a good example?
Oh, I have so many. One of my favorites is about food. In many languages, you might say something like, I am hot to mean the food is spicy. But in English,
If you say I am hot in English, it means you think you are physically attractive, like, wow, I look good today.
right. So if you're eating a very spicy curry and you say, wow, I am so hot, your friends might think you're being a bit confident.
So what should you say instead?
You should say, this food is spicy, or this is so hot, making sure you point to the food, not yourself. Or you can say, my mouth is on fire, which is a fun, expressive way to say it.
Great one. Another classic is with the word funny. In English, funny has two meanings. It can mean haha funny, like a joke, or it can mean strange or odd. This can cause confusion.
For example, if I say, Max has a funny hat, what do I mean?
Well, it depends. Do you mean my hat is comical, like a clown hat? Or do you mean it's a strange, unusual hat? See? Confusing. So to be clear, we often use different words. For haha funny, we say funny. For strange, we might say weird or odd. So Max has a weird hat is much clearer. And I do not have a weird hat, by the way.
Debatable. Okay, let's get the listeners involved. Everyone repeat after me. This food is spicy. Good. Now, that's a weird coincidence. Excellent.
Awesome job. Now let's move on to another big area, idioms. Idioms are phrases where the words together have a different meaning than the individual words. They are a huge source of funny mistakes, but also a great way to sound fluent.
And they are everywhere in English. Let's start with a simple one. What does it mean if I say, it's raining cats and dogs?
It means it's raining very, very heavily. But imagine you're a beginner English learner and you hear that for the first time. You might look out the window and be very confused. You're expecting to see pets falling from the sky.
Exactly. It's a funny image. Another one is break a leg. We say this to someone for good luck, especially before a performance. But if you don't know it, it sounds like a very, very bad thing to say.
I hope you break your leg. Thank you. So it's important to learn these idioms as whole phrases, not word by word. Let's practice a few common ones. Lily, hit me with one.
Okay. When pigs fly.
That means something will never, ever happen. Will Max cook dinner tonight? Yeah, when pigs fly.
Hey, I would cook. Maybe. All right, your turn.
Bite the bullet.
That means to force yourself to do something difficult or unpleasant. I didn't want to go to the dentist, but I had to bite the bullet and go.
Perfect. And one more. Costs an arm and a leg.
That means something is very expensive. This new phone cost me an arm and a leg, but don't worry, you don't actually have to pay with your limbs.
Phew. Okay. Listeners, let's practice. We'll say the idiom and you try to guess the meaning. Ready? First one. Hit the road.
It means to leave to start a journey. It's late, we should hit the road.
Next one. On cloud nine.
That means you are extremely happy. After she passed her exam, she was on cloud nine.
And one more. Once in a blue moon.
That means something happens very rarely. He only cleans his room once in a blue moon.
Fantastic. You're getting the hang of it. Now let's talk about another funny situation, using the wrong word that sounds similar to the right word. We call these false friends or just embarrassing mistakes.
Oh, this is a good one. For example, the words embarrassed and pregnant. They sound nothing alike, but I've heard stories where someone meant to say, I am so embarrassed, but it came out as something else.
That would be a very surprising announcement. So pronunciation is key. Embarrassed, pregnant. Very different.
Another common one is sensitive and sensible. If you are a sensitive person, you have strong feelings and are aware of others' feelings. If you are a sensible person, you are practical and make good decisions.
So you could say, because Lily is so sensible, she knew how to help her sensitive friend. They are both good things, but they are different.
And then there are words like fabric and factory. They sound a bit similar. If you say, my shirt is made from a soft factory, that sounds like industrial. You mean fabric.
My shirt is made from a soft factory. I love it. It's like the factory is made of cotton. Okay, so the lesson here is to be careful with words that sound similar. If you're not sure, listen for them in context.
You know what, Max? We've been talking about these funny mistakes, but there's one super common one that almost every English learner makes at least once. Are you ready?
I think so. What is it?
It's about the word fun and the word funny. We mentioned funny earlier, but this is so important. I bet at least 80% of our listeners have mixed these up. So, a quick test. You go to an amusement park, you ride roller coasters, it was a great day. Do you say, it was so funny? Or, it was so fun?
This is the big moment. If you said it was so fun, you are correct. Fun is a noun or adjective for enjoyment. We had fun. It was a fun party.
Funny is specifically for things that make you laugh. A joke is funny. A comedy show is funny. So if you say the roller coaster was funny, it means the roller coaster told you a great joke, which would also be amazing, but probably not what happened.
So remember, enjoyable equals fun. Humorous equals funny. You just leveled up your English.
Okay, now it's time for some interactive practice. We're going to do a mini role play. We'll act out a scene where some of these funny mistakes could happen, and you, the listener, can play along. Imagine you are in a cafe with a friend.
Great idea. Okay, I'll be the friend, and you, the listener, will be yourself. We'll give you lines to say. Ready? Let's go.
Hey, I'm so glad we could meet. How are you?
A good answer could be, I'm great, thanks, or I'm doing well.
Good. Look, the waiter's coming. What do you want to order?
Now you want to order a coffee. A simple and polite way is, I'll have a coffee, please. Or, can I get a latte, please?
And I'll get a tea. The waiter brings the drinks. Oh, wow, this tea is very hot. I need to be careful.
Now your coffee is also hot. You want to agree. Don't say I am hot. Remember the lesson. Say my coffee is really hot too. Or yes, mine too.
Oh, no. I just spilled a little on my shirt. I'm so, what's the word? I feel so embarrassed?
Did you get it right? She's embarrassed, not anything else. You can say, don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
Thanks. Anyway, what did you do last weekend? Did you do anything fun?
You went to see a great, exciting movie. It wasn't a comedy, but you enjoyed it a lot. Do you say it was fun or funny?
If you say, yes, I saw a movie, it was so fun, that's perfect. You're telling me you enjoyed it. If you say, it was so funny, I'll think it was a comedy that made you laugh.
And scene. Wonderful job. That was perfect. You navigated that conversation like a pro. You ordered politely, you used the right words for hot and embarrassed, and you correctly described your movie as fun. Give yourself a pat on the back.
You see, with a little practice, you can avoid these funny mistakes and have a smooth, natural conversation.
Absolutely. Now, let's do a quick review of everything we've learned today. We'll summarize the key takeaways.
Takeaway number 1. Avoid literal translations. Don't say, I am hot for spicy food. Say, this food is spicy, or my mouth is on fire.
Takeaway number 2. Understand the two meanings of funny. It can mean haha, humorous, or it can mean strange, weird. Use weird for clarity.
Takeaway number 3. Learn common idioms as whole phrases. Raining cats and dogs means heavy rain. Break a leg means good luck. Cost an arm and a leg means very expensive.
Takeaway number 4. Be careful with similar sounding words. Embarrassed is not pregnant. Sensitive is not sensible. Fabric is not factory.
Takeaway number 5. Know the difference between fun and funny. Fun is for enjoyment. Funny is for humor. The party was fun. The joke was funny.
Great list. If you remember those 5 things, you will avoid so many common and funny mistakes. You'll sound more natural and feel much more confident.
You know, we have one last bonus tip for you, something that native speakers do all the time that can be really confusing. So stay until the end because this one little trick will make listening to real English conversations so much easier.
Okay, for our bonus tip, we're talking about reductions. This is when native speakers combine words or shorten them in conversation. It makes speaking faster, but it can be hard to understand.
A classic example is gonna. What does gonna mean?
Gonna is the spoken, reduced form of going to. So, I am going to study becomes a natural speech, I'm gonna study.
Another one is wanna. I want to see a movie becomes I wanna see a movie.
And it's not just those. What are you doing often sounds like, what are you doing?
It's true, we're lazy speakers. So if you hear these reductions, don't be confused. It's not a new word, it's just us speaking quickly. And you can use them too when you're speaking informally to sound more fluent.
But a little warning. It's best to use these in speaking, not in formal writing. For a text to your friend, I want to meet later. Perfect. For a university essay, I am going to analyze the data. Better.
Excellent bonus tip. So you made it to the end. You are a superstar learner.
You really are. We are so proud of you for practicing with us today. Remember, making mistakes is a normal and important part of learning. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to communicate and have fun while doing it.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to laugh at your mistakes. We all make them, even native speakers. The most important thing is that you are trying. So keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep smiling.
And we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what is a funny English mistake you've made or heard someone else make? Sharing our stories helps us all learn together. We read every single comment.
And for next time, get ready to level up your small talk. We'll show you how to start a conversation with anyone, anywhere, without feeling nervous. It's going to be super useful.
Okay, so make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for listening and keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.